Imports, average growth rate, NDA 15%, UPA 1 31%, UPA 2 16%, BJP 4%. Sales of corporate sector, real growth, NDA 11%, UPA 1 17%, UPA 2 7%, BJP 3%. Corporate profits, NDA 0.7%, UPA 1 2.7%, UPA 2 2.1%, BJP 1.4%. तो मैं आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं, अगर ये आंकड़े हैं कोविड से पहले, तो कोविड के बाद हिंदुस्तान की जनता की क्या हालत होगी? क्या वो कभी आत्मनिर्भर बन सकता है? This only shows that for the last 5 years you have mismanaged this economy. It only shows that in fact in every budget the twin objectives are growth and equity. Growth and equity. Some people prefer growth, others prefer growth plus equity. And I will demonstrate to you how in this budget you have only preferred growth. You have forgotten about the people of India. You have no heart as far as that poor person is concerned who wants education, who wants primary health centers for health care. The MSME sectors have lost 35%. 35% of all MSMEs have wound up. What have you done for them? Now, let me give you another scenario as to what has happened during the pandemic and what is the state of the economy during the pandemic in 2021. Production of coal, minus 15%. Production of cement, minus 38%. Consumption of steel, minus 56%. Total telephone subscribers, minus 2%. Commercial vehicle sales, minus 84%. Cargo handled at major seaports, minus 19.8%. Cargo handled at airports, minus 57.2%. And these are figures from the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. These are not our figures. Passengers handled at airports, minus 94.1%. Railways net ton kilometers, minus 26.7%. This is Atmanirbharta for you. How does this government justify what it has done? How has it handled the economy? What has it done for the poor? What are the allocations made for the poor? The problem is that there is what is called jugglery of data. You are perpetuating a rigged economic system, and I will demonstrate that. You're establishing an oligarchic economic order, and I will establish that. Just one data you should know. 1% in 2018, 1% of the people of this country owned 58% of the assets of this country. And in 2019, 1% of the people of this country owned 73% of the assets of the country in 1 year. In 1 year. This is a classic case of crony capitalism. ये जो आप पोर्ट्स की बात करते हैं, एयरपोर्ट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, ये जो आप बातें कर रहे हैं ना, ये पोर्ट्स किसको जा रहे हैं? एयरपोर्ट्स किसको जा रहे हैं? जे हमारी देश की संपत्ति कहां जा रही है? कौन ले रहा है? कौन खरीद रहा है? और आप उसका साथ दे रहे हैं। असलियत तो ये है, मैडम मिनिस्टर, कि there are 4 or 5 big boys in this country who own almost all assets in this country. And one very big boy is everywhere. No, I'll not name anybody. He's everywhere. Ports, airports, city gas distribution centers, railways, everywhere. I mean, I see his footprint everywhere. असलियत तो ये है कि भाई जिस जहाज में आप जाते थे उसको एयरपोर्ट तो आपको देना होगा ना, वो तो जरूरी है ना। 6-7 एयरपोर्ट प्राइवेट उनको दे दिए। नीति आयोग ने विरोध किया, फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री ने विरोध किया, उसको ओवररूल कर दिया। तो ये बातें देश के सामने आनी चाहिए। एक और बात आपको बताना चाहता हूं, वो ये है कि आपने हमने बजट में कहा और आपने ये कहना चाहा कि देखो हम कितना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, आई स्पेंड एज इफ यू हैव मनी टू स्पेंड। You should have said, my economic management is so bad that I have to borrow.
That's right.
Let me tell you some basic facts of the economy. And according to your budget documents now, 53% of revenue will come from taxes and 47% revenue will come from non-tax sources. Why is it that you have had a deficit of 9.5%? In 2021? Because your revenue earnings have gone down. Your total tax receipts have declined by 23%. Your tax collection, your target was 24.2 lakh crores. There's a shortfall of 5.24 lakh crores. Your corporate taxes, there's a shortfall of 2.34 lakh crores. Your income tax has a shortfall of 1.8 lakh crores. That's the shortfall of your revenues. So where is this question of spend? You didn't have the money. So what did you do? You borrowed. And you borrowed. And you borrowed.